Do we miss anything? Few commons on commons. Sideboard. Fire Magics, Lightning Strike, Lizard. Yeah, this Gruul deck right here went 10-0 and 1. Let's call it Gruul Aggro. Never ever spell Gruul correctly. Four breakouts. So let's just review this deck real quick. You got Triple Violent Urge. This is not an all-in Delirium deck. This is a Llanowar Elf Ouroboroid Cub deck. This is the package of the broken green decks, right? But on top of that, you get an aggressive start with Tersa, FOMO, even playing Nova Hellkite, and then you get to break out with Cub. So that's the cool part. You can break out for Cub or for FOMO. And yeah, you're just playing Beastie for another 1-drop. 1 Wickerfolk, 1 Keen-Eyed. And you're just Ouroboroid deck first and foremost. Sure. No, Rhythm is the tutor. It's the slow tutor. Makes your dreams come true. Yeah, it makes your FOMO. You can also discard Rhythm because your Delirium deck, it's a sorcery. Like, this deck works pretty well. Maybe upkeep, you may mill a card. I shall do that. Thank you. Can go FOMO, discard Wickerfolk. I think so. Can also discard a land. But we have land already, so just get back and get this to 3. Then Tersa. We're missing a instant or sorcery here. We won't hit. Are unlikely to hit. Creature. Okay. Well, let's play a Tersa and discard our hand. Not bad. Oh, sorry. Attack with both. Not bad. Overprotect, triggering Delirium, and also Tersa is just at 5 cards here, so just a good value card here. Would like to hit before we overprotect. We missed. Okay. Is there anything we can do before combat? If we play Overprotect, everything can attack. We Overprotect on FOMO, but then they just block 1. Attack with everything, untapped FOMO. They take 10-13. It's not lethal. Is it worth it though? Maybe? The other option is to go... The fact that this is a 3-4 is kind of annoying. Oops. Maybe not. I think maybe we just attack with both and Overprotect. Yeah, and then play Beastie next turn. Yes, it triggers Delirium. That's the issue, but I have to do it before combat. And then they'll just block. So instead, I'll just do this and kill the Warden. We have Delirium for next turn. We play another Beastie. Now we have everything online with a Overprotect here. Okay, and they need a 3 power. No, they didn't do it. They really needed a 3 power there. I guess this is fine too. Versus mono white. Interesting mono white deck. Mono white cage. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Oh, would you mill with Beastie until you have Delirium? No, I'm just milling every turn. We have cards in our grave, like we can use if we hit a Nature's Rhythm, it has Flashback or Harmonize. And everything else just more cards for Tersa, more options. Just mill. Also, if we have excess cards we can mill, then like in our graveyard, that we can still make a 7-power Keen-Eyed, hit a Ouroboroid, unfortunate, in the land, and drew an Ouroboroid. All right. They don't really have great blocks here. We just untap the Beastie. The Ouroboroid triggers again. No? I don't know if that, I think that works. My goodness. My goodness. The worm with the FOMO. This is the same as Proft, just, yeah. Guess they had to do that so it doesn't trigger. It's 3-4, kill. Kill. I mean, I had to do that. There's no other option, but there's no trampler. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, like Prof did on Vivi. That's kind of broken. Not gonna lie. Targeting would give me a chance at a land. True. True. You're right. I guess I should have targeted Tersa, because they had to block FOMO there. No, they don't have to, it triggers anyways. Maybe they would have just spent everything on killing Tersa. Yeah, it's over. I won't even mess around. Single lady. I'm a single lady. Was FOMO a problem? Yes, FOMO is always a problem. Do you think the Gruul deck is better than the Leyline version? What's the Leyline version? Like the mono red? With Cub? Like, I don't really know what we're comparing to. That was gross. Alright. Our opponent's playing mono white. Mono white Cage. Pixie, Halia, just Wardens. I mean, Fire Magic is not that good. But it's okay. What if we just bring in... What do we want to take out? I feel like nothing. Let's say they have some graveyard removal because they're mono white. So maybe we just do Sagadu. It's just like a card advantage. Exile's top 3. It's just in there. I don't know. It's an enchantment, so you want some stuff for Delirium. Okay, Keen-Eyed I don't really need. Beastie I don't need. I think is the best take. And then we just bring in like Fire Magics and Strikes. I don't want all 4 Fire Magics maybe. I don't even know how good Fire Magic is here. I feel like Strike is better. Lynx is probably great as well. It's just not playing in Fire Magic. Against Zenith, and they have Warden. Iroh's Demonstration would actually be better. We don't have that. The one Wildfire stream seems strange. I mean, it's an artifact. Like we're a Delirium deck, so you want to find a little here and there creatures that are artifacts and enchantments to turn on your FOMO. Okay. Wickerfolk is it's just not a bad card anyways. It's just a pretty good card. No, I get that you play 4 in the normal deck, but you have, how do you make room for 4 Llanowar Elves, 4 Ouroboroids, 4 Cubs, right? You have to take out some stuff. Okay. Discarding what? Violent Urge and Lightning Strike? I think so. I'll keep the double Oribs. What did you take out for the other three? Just a good 2-drop for the curve. I wonder if there's a better 2-drop as a one of in green red than Wickerfolk. I mean, you want to discard this card, so you have Delirium too. Like, it's just discarding with Tersa. It's the only artifact in your deck besides the Beastie, right? And same with like FOMO and enchantments. Yeah, opponent is just not. You're just not beating the Ouroboroid allegations. So over. Tersa is consistency. Like, we're not a combo deck. We're just an aggro deck with pretty broken things, which is where you want to be. Should we play one more match with this? Because, yeah, because the games are so fast. They're just dead to Overprotect and Ouroboroid. I just play Orb then. Or do we win by Overprotect, block here, block here? I'll just kill them. Breakout? Guess I could have breaked out. It doesn't do anything though, right? Like they were dead on board. It didn't matter. But Overprotect is a really good card. There's a lot of damage. I mean, yeah, this is a pretty busted turn or draw. Turn 1 elf. Okay. Yup. What do we do here? Cub. Breakout. La, la, la. Another Cub or a FOMO? Probably FOMO? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's FOMO here. So we have double Overprotect, and they're gonna kill Cub first. And one Overprotect just turns on FOMO, so Delirium. You're... I'm just gonna do max damage here. Overprotect and attack for 10. Leave up Overprotect. Could have double Overprotect. I don't know if that's better. No, I'll just leave it up. It's fine. Still gets indestructible, even though they do have nowhere to run. So, if it's like a bitter triumph. It's max damage. Yep. Baby. Baby. It's 6. Fear. Wouldn't have been lethal to double. It would have done 6 damage, right? 6 more damage. It would have been a 2. not lethal. It would put them at 2, and then they can kill FOMO and now we can attack with both and pump whatever. Yeah, not beating that. Okay. Yep. So we're playing against the Delirium, or sorry, the Dimir bounce deck. Probably want Lynx, Lizard, Legend. What do we take out? Probably Violent Urge. We have a bunch of removal. Keen-Eyed. Can maybe trim one Overprotect, although it is not bad. That's it. I could bring in Nowhere to Run versus, or sorry, Scrapshooter. It's a 4/4, it can kill a Bobble and a FOMO even. Yeah, it's, or not FOMO, Fear of Isolation. Probably okay. Maybe Nature's Rhythm. Is that worth it? Maybe we don't need it. Though it is, we get flooded. Be helpful. Can maybe trim one elf because they have Bobble and don't want to draw multiple elves. I can see that. Don't love it. It's kind of a weak hand. Not the best hand. But Beastie is doesn't die to what's it called? Bobble. Ooh, Relic. Some value. Okay. Okay. 2 lands in play in the graveyard. Oh, 1 land in the graveyard. Don't want to discard any of these. I'm just gonna discard another land here. It's fine. Would have loved to discard this, but well, now we get to discard that. This is a 3 now. It's missing instant or sorcery. Sure. Yeah, I'll attack for 2. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess I could have attacked first, but I guess they have a Day of Black Sun. Whatever. Creature. Nope. Ursa's not bad, though. Alright, so what card could they have? I mean, Nowhere to Run. Just removal on Ouroboroid. And then what? What if I play Tersa, discard Overprotect and land, and attack with all? Don't hate that at all, actually. I think that's the best play. Because this turns on Delirium. Yeah, if it's Entity Tracker, they have to kill FOMO first. Tersa is a threat. Beastie is a threat. Entity Tracker is just a 2/3 here, so yeah. I mean, this is a lot better against Nowhere to Run, right? Otherwise, we would just play land, play Ouroboroid, they just Nowhere to Run it, and then we have nothing. So now we can attack with just Beastie, actually, because these are 2/2s. Yeah, I'll attack with just Beastie. I'll trade here. Okay. Yeah, it's not the best, but it is better than Ouroboroid. So, and if they bounce, like they want to kill Tersa now, so they probably. Oh, they don't. They just bounce Relic. Okay, thought they would bounce Nowhere to Run. Interesting. Let's attack then. No Ouroboroid. We're just gonna Tersa. Nowhere to run. Okay. Play Lynx. By 4 is not small. Yeah, another creature here. They take more damage. 2 damage. And now if we draw land, we get to Ori B them too, which is really nice. They're at 9. Land is Ori B plus Elf. Cub. Cub is a lot better against everything, but nah, we just play Ori B here. Get it into play as a 4 toughness before anything. 6/5. Just say go. Would have really loved to play a land. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Link's time. Gone. But we got our 2/4. So let's play Cub. Jeez. Pretty good turn. Pretty good turn. They can kill the FOMO, but I mean, Ouroboroid's still triggering, so combat. Can already be here and remove its power, which might be the best play. Yeah. There is a reason to keep the land because of Tersa. So let's just pass. Keep the land in hand, I mean, not play the land. We have 7 mana, so they can get back, get out if they need to. But if they're not killing Ori B, snap lose. Ooh. It's bad news if they've got Day of Black Sun. Removal on Orbi. Upkeep removal. Trigger this. Not sure. Not using Storm Chasers means they have something good here. Oh, fuck. Okay. I mean, sure. Happens. It's pretty good. Way you lie. Okay. Now Ouroboroid can die. That was a really good draw. Alright, what should we play after this? We're definitely going to switch decks, so... Maybe Team or Otters? Do 2 Marauders. Alright, we'll do 2 Marauders. I'm gonna take a quick pee break and then we'll go 2 Marauders. Dreamer Otters. Dimir Bounce. We played one, we can do it. I actually like their version, by the way. This is Anthony Eason, I think. EAC1. I don't know why I know that, but pretty sure. Another restitching. Getting wrecked by this. FOMO. We have 3 blockers. We have no attacks. Guess we... Tersa? Probably just Tersa. No, I mean... Yeah, Tersa. You think it was FOMO? Tersa has potential to do a little bit more for next turn because our graveyard is full of gas, is what I was thinking. We don't have an attack anyways, so like I'd rather just have a Tersa in play. Like I'm not gonna attack with FOMO, so. Because if we just hit Tersa Lynx, it's over. Stitching Chaos actually such a good card. Get out. Yep. Oh, you're thinking of a chance to draw another Ori B? That's fair. That's fair. Well, I mean, they get to go Ori B Tersa. Does the opponent have a 3rd restitching? I'm not sure they need it. I mean, they just know where to run on everything. Nowhere to run Ori B, nowhere to run Tersa. We're left with a FOMO and an elf. Although Breakout's pretty good, so. Scrapshooter or Beastie. Scrapshooter killing Fear is pretty strong. They have Get Out in hand or no? They don't. Okay, yeah. Let's Scrapshooter. They're at 5. Combat. Orobi gone. FOMO probably gone. And then what? We attack with Wickerfolk. I mean, it could be Tersa gone, but no, FOMO gone. Okay. 4-3, 4-3 attack. If we hit what's it called? Overprotect, it's over. If we hit FOMO, it's over. I think I need to keep this untapped so we have a 2-mana spell, like a FOMO. Yeah, they do still chump block. Your land. We have like no lands, right? 2 lands? 3 lands, 4 lands? Okay, we do have some lands. That was not correct to block that way. Because they wanted the Wickerfolk to be dead before the Tersa. A little bit of a mis-sequencing. I like our opponent's deck. Maybe I'll just DM Anthony Eason and ask him for his list. It looks a little bit like my type of the deck I would change, the Dimir Bounce. Like it's Dimir Bounce, but with a little bit more stuff. I don't know. Ordle, Trainer. Yeah, it's a spin-off of Dimir Bounce. Okay. I mean, Tersa is still just game. Oh, they have nowhere to run. Never mind. That's crazy. You're not killing this? Ugh. Unreal. Is that his list? No, that's the yeah, that's the deck that we were playing, but this is this is Anthony Eason's, or this person's version, which does have Riddlers and Portals and Talents. Or no, the other version had Talent too, but it has like no one able to scream. It has triple or double Restitching, double Get Out. What else did we see? Multiple Riddlers. Anyways, if I do this, we just go to combat, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to slow roll. There's still nowhere to run, so you do get... I think I Ridgeline here. I have to block both of these. Let's trample. Yeah. It's indestructible though, so it's chump chump, go to 1. Which is the best, the most ideal. I think we hold the lands. Yep. There was no... Was there another play? Like, what if I just let this die? They were at 5? I may have missed up. I may have... No, they were at 4. I may have punted. Did I miss lethal? If I just let this resolve and then Ridgeline attack with both. Forgot what they had in play. They had a Thundertrap Trainer or a 1-1? A 1-1 to chump? Kind of forget what they had in play. Yeah. They had a 1-2. Yeah, so it's not lethal. Alright, it would not have been lethal. The final countdown. Oh my god. We're doing it. Tersa. Ouroboroid. Another Tersa. I mean, what's their hand? Just a bunch of more get outs with... Yeah, they have so much stuff. I think I have to just... I'm sorry. We just had Cub and lethal. I miss lethal. Yeah, Cub was lethal. You know what's not lethal? Tersa. Alright. We're gonna do some of this. I just tunnel visioned a little bit too much. I forgot they were at 1 life, and I was like, yeah, Cub doesn't do that much here. Cub is not a real threat. Cub is actually just lethal. Lethal threat. Never punished. Don't worry. We'll just draw something. I mean, we're dead next turn. So, that's our mistake. We'll try again. They have nowhere to run this time, though, so... Yeah, they just have nowhere to run on this, and... My bad. We'll play better game 3. Promise. We get to learn more about their deck. They've played... Double Get Out, Triple Fear, Trainer... Okay. That's terrible. Alright. Does Keen-Eyed make any sense here? I feel like Lightning Strikes makes some sense. When their blockers are fears. Although, I mean, just nothing here we want to take out, so everything looks good here. I could trim an elf just because Grim Bauble is a dead card otherwise. I actually don't hate just trimming. Oh, it's not a dead card. We have Cubs. Yeah, it's not going to be dead. How was Cub lethal? Yeah, so they had one Riddler. They were tapped out, and we had Cub and untapped mana. Cub has haste, and the 1/1 Earthbender also has haste. So that's how it's lethal. 2 hasters. Does he have a untapped? Does EAC1 have an untapped? Who wants to try to find it? I can never find it. I can never find anybody's untapped. Google doesn't work for me for some reason. Yeah, the Cub Earthbands, and then we can keep this hand because we have Tersa. Yeah, it's fine. How did you do that? Like, how? How do you find it in your own match history? I don't know. I really don't know. Impressive, thank you. Maestro, tell me how you did it, because I did it and it doesn't work. Search on Untapped, you can't search on Untapped. Wait, can you? Is that a new thing? Oh. Wait, you're right. Apparently you can. I think that's a new thing because Untapped used to not be that way. Okay, so they killed Cub. We can play Tersa, or we can play Elf Lizard. Kind of want to play Lizard Elf here. Tersa next turn. I guess we don't take damage by playing Forest. Yeah. Okay. Wait, I swear, Untapped used to not be able to search on Untapped. Well, now I can do it. Now it's not so hard. Anyways. Oh, I said I was going to need to take a pee break. I'm just not allowed to. It's new-ish. Okay. Fair enough. Fears? Yep. And profiles to be public. Yeah, that I know, but most profiles are public. Free information. Well, I want the Ridgeline. I think we want that. I guess we play Tersa here and discard Stomping Ground. Could just discard FOMO also. Yeah. It's kind of close. FOMO's not that impressive. I'll just discard FOMO. That sucks. That is much worse than desired. Alright, I'll attack here. This is gonna get nowhere to run anyways, so I'll trade Fear here. It's probably a fine trade. Sure, yeah. At least you won't want Mana Star. Yeah, I won't. I could have just discarded one land and kept the FOMO, then we would have played... What is this? Bauble? I mean... What if we kill Elf? Just double block. It's probably okay. Yeah. They can Bauble kill, but then the elf just lives, so... That was fine. And we killed the thing for them. We get to attack here and then untap this and then play Beastie, right? Is what works. Untap that creature. Yeah, cool. It's kind of hot. You know what would be hot if I can go pee. That would be hot. It's supposed to be an aggro deck. The game is so grindy. No, we lost Tersa. Ah, we drew Tersa. Okay. Okay, I'm fine with that. Weird phrasing. I just need to pee. I'm sorry. I don't care about the phrasing. 3/4 nowhere to run being OP. 3/4 means I just get to nowhere to run and kill it. What if I just do nothing and say go? Kind of bad. They have double nowhere to run, so Tersa is never gonna attack. Guess we just start using one of them. Discard one land. Maybe we draw an Overprotect. So complicated. Yep. How many have we played already, Tersas? 3 in the graveyard? Alright, we'll play the land. Have we seen a Boomerang Basics yet? I don't think so. We've seen Restitching and we've seen what have we seen? Yeah, Restitching and Get Out. This is probably a bad matchup for us. I mean, we did punt game 2. We should have won, but this is probably a rough matchup. Their deck is basically built to beat Cubs, right? We got Tersas, they got nowhere to runs. It's not ideal. We can win with like a perfect draw, but my god, we actually did draw the 4th Tersa. So I should have held the land. Damn. Darn. Okay. I'll enemy Ridge and see if we can attack. Why not? They are letting us attack, which means I am not going to attack. It was a ploy. It was a bait. It was... Get rid of that. Still hit nature's rhythm. It was a bluff. Ooh. Wait, that's amazing. That is freaking amazing. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now you're speaking my language. They know where to run in response, right? On the Beastie. Okay, that's fine. My life I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for. Could wait. No, I think we just want to have a Tersa in play. One day, like it costs 3 mana. And we have Ridgeline to use, and we have Nova Hellkite to cast. So, and they're at 4 life. So, Lynx here. Tersas. Yep. So they have to play Riddler. Or not. Because they have to sack this. They could have get out. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they have to if they just get out to bounce two things and then I lose anyways. So maybe I have to go to combat, not use the Nova. We just play Nova here. At least the get out is a counter. Could combat with the land. Yeah, but then they just know where to run, right? Well, we leave a land in hand so we can discard. One day. Alright. That was not a bad exchange. Could have been a lot worse. Breaker. Life I've been waiting for. Replace starting tones. Switch this one with this one. Little sleight of hand. Spectral restitching. Yeah, that's bad. They have nowhere to run and breaker. Well, if I go to combat, this chumps 6 power. Nowhere to run gives it. I think I have to use this. We have to pump the Nova. Otherwise, it's a free kill. Ooh, Beastie. It's not bad. 3/3. Yep. Okay. Okay. Saying there's a chance. We've already played 4 Tersas, so play the land. Still have Breaker nowhere to run. I don't know how we win this one. They just have another bounce spell. Well, I mean, we have a ways to win. It's not. Ridgeline is a way to win. Cub, this we could watch out for Cub also. Yep. Yep. I do like Chump being there. Lyn off the top. Yeah, Lyn does win. It is actually no, Lyn is only 3 damage, but oh, they do does up basics here, which makes sense. Damn good card. How many lands do you think he's playing? Because my god, what is this? Let's go. Restitching turn. Ooh. Is that over? What does that get us? Magebane Lizard. Sunspine Lynx is what it gets us, actually. No, that gets us Sunspine Lynx. Let's do that. Ding! It's not lethal. It's not lethal. It is 3 damage. And then it's restitching. No, they cannot flicker the links, no. But kill the links and then flicker the rest. We're 1 mana short from flicking the Rhythm. Or Rhythm again for another Lynx. Yeah. Bobble plus this plus Lynx. And then I guess they just gain life. And get Wickerfolk. Wickerfolk just gets nowhere to run, but yeah. Yeah, it's 4 flashback. Wow, yeah. Ridgeline is over. Unless they play land. Looks like it's over. Yep. Jeez. Jeez. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be right back.